Qu'est-ce que c'est qu'un homme? Qu'est-ce que c'est qu'une femme? Qu'est-ce que c'est que la masculinité? Qu'est-ce que c'est que la féminité? Qu'est-ce que c'est que l'homosexualité? Qu'est-ce que c'est que l'hétérosexualité? Qu'est-ce que c'est que tout ce qui n'entrerait pas dans le cadre de ces alternatives? On est allé lire Judith Butler parce que c'est d'abord quelqu'un qui réfléchit sur l'identité et sur les normes. Et sur une politique des normes qui ne soit pas fondée sur une identité stable, qui ne soit pas fondée sur une identité éternelle, qui ne présuppose pas une identité. Ce que nous fournit l'œuvre de Judith Butler, c'est des instruments pour réfléchir à cette évidence perdue des normes.
I'm lesbian, I'm gay. Yes, I'm lesbian, I'm gay, but do I subscribe to everything the lesbian and gay movement says? Do I always come out as a lesbian and gay person first before, say, I am a woman, or before I am a Jew, or before I am an American, or a citizen, or a philosopher? No. You know, it's not the only identity. So these are communities where one belongs and one does not belong. And it seems to me we travel. I travel. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, into a Jewish family, and my parents were very engaged in politics and debate. And I was never very good in school. I was what they call a problem child, a disciplinary problem. And I would speak back to the teachers, and I would not follow the rules. I would skip class. I did terrible things. And yet, I was apparently smart in some way, but I didn't understand myself as smart. I understood myself as strategic. You know, one had to get through, one had to find one's way in the school, in the synagogue. And I didn't really like authority. My mother was called into the principal's office, the principal who runs the school, when I was in 5th grade, I think, at probably the age of 11. And she was warned that I might become a criminal. And at that point, they told me that I couldn't go to the school anymore, to the Jewish education program anymore, unless I studied privately with the rabbi. So this was for me terrific, because I loved the rabbi, and in fact, I skipped the class. My regular Hebrew class, in order to go into the sanctuary to listen to the rabbi speak. And the rabbi spoke about extraordinary things. His name was Daniel Silver, and he wrote a book on Moses. So when I was forced to have a tutorial with him, I was privately very happy. And he asked me what I wanted to study. And he was very suspicious of me because I was this problem child. And I told him I wanted to know why Spinoza was excommunicated from the synagogue. I wanted to know whether German idealist philosophy was linked to the rise of Nazism. And I wanted to understand existential theology. And I was 14 years old.
Now, okay, that's sort of my point of view. You could come back with another point of view, but that would be one way of answering the question. You would have to go into both texts and find the relevant passages, and that's your job, and that's something we're hoping you're able to do now by virtue of having passed through this course in the way that you have. If you want to say, I find myself moved by what Rousseau says, that's great. Then you have to say why. So, I'm moved because, I'm persuaded, because look at the way this is laid out. Because when I read this is what happens, and this is what convinces me, and this is the figure through which it works, and that figure works in the following way. Then I'm moved too. Then show me so I can be moved like you.
Right now.
Hey, no pants day! Hey, happy no pants day!
No, thank you.
No pants day.
No,
it's an international holiday.
You need to leave right this minute because you're gonna be on television and you're gonna be in trouble, and I'm gonna tell your parents.
I mean, I'm old enough to be on television without pants on.
C'est la folie de Berkeley, n'est-ce pas? Son culotte, nouveau sens de son culotte. Pas révolutionnaire.
Are you sure it's not révolutionnaire?
Je pense que non.
What's in aid of? Just itself?
Yes, I think so.
Bye, you guys.
Stay here, everyone.
Sexuality is particularly interesting here because we might think that to be a certain gender is to have a certain sexuality, and that these two are linked in some way. But of course we know that they are not linked. You can certainly be a woman and be heterosexual, bisexual, lesbian, or no sexuality at all. Oui, c'est possible. C'est finalement peut-être raisonnable. It is a problem for our gender. It makes us anxious about our gender. So, for instance, I have friends who say, I would rather die than wear a dress. Some of them are men, some of them are women. I would rather die than wear pants. I would rather die than wear pants. One says that one plays with gender. On joue la femme. On joue l'homme. I would say yes, it's true, on joue, but it's not always a simple question of jouissance. It is also a question of jouissance. Very often, I love my pants, I love my shoes, I love my dress. C'est une jouissance très forte, très magnifique. But sometimes also it is an anxiety, an angoisse, a fear, une peur, a fear of loss, a loss of place, a loss of identity, right? So even when we have our identity and we play our identity, ça c'est mon identité, je joue mon identité, etc. Somewhere I know that it is possible to lose the identity. C'est possible de perdre une identité. C'est toujours possible. C'est toujours possible.